Hello and welcome to the WAPES League Match of the Day. I'm your host, Stevie Nicks. We have some fantastic games for you coming up today. We have extended highlights from Pass and Move taking on last season's second in the table finishers, Fuma United. We also have two teams that are always close to the top of the table, Fu Magical taking on Suicide Squad. As well as that, we have the Italian derby, PES Tiamo taking on PMG, should be a cracker. And, of course, last season's champion, WAP Phoenix, taking on newcomers to the league, PES Spain. Should be some great games here today. Let's head over to the stadium and watch Pass and Move take on Fuma United. So, Pass and Move taking on Fuma United here, and it is Calpatore with a nice interception there. Mark headers it across, goes to Ice. Ice back to Mark, going to cut inside here, try and get on his left foot, and he has been tackled, giving the ball away. Had a good chance to pass the ball there, and this is a opening game with two giants of WAPES 11v11. Obviously, Pass and Move finishing fourth, and Fuma United finishing second last season. Vplex with a corner, swings it in, Matchday header, and Fuma United have taken the lead here. Some would say against the run of play, but it is Fuma United 1, Pass and Move 0, and Mistra is well known for getting his head onto corners, and Fuma United very dangerous at set pieces, as they've shown again and again. He rises high, he scores, and that's a great header. For the rest of the game, Pass and Move really did press the pace, but they could not find a way past a stubborn Fuma United defence. So the first game finishes Pass and Move 0, Fuma United 1. In the next game, as you know on WAPES, we play two games back to back. Fuma United won the first game, and Noise Creep with the cross. No, it was Franklin's with a cross, and Bentner gets his head on it. Of course, that is Dotman, who scored a great amount of goals last season. I think it was 11 or 12 goals in the league, and he is off the mark here. And his Pass and Move 1, Fuma United 0 early on in this game. Long ball, Matchday clears to Vplex, visual complexity, Perez, nice ball over the top, Jose Ha. What's he going to do? Crosses it in. Jazz Fiction clears. Comes out to VX Place. Left-footed into the bottom right-hand corner. And it is Pass and Move 1. Fuma United 1. And Pass and Move will be very disappointed after losing the first game to be leading in this game. And now an equaliser from Fuma United means it's Pass and Move 1. Fuma United 1, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you finish from the edge of the box, because that is a great finish. Just at the end of the first half. Going into the second half here then, it's 1-1 and visual complexity with a corner. We know that Fuma United are very, very strong on corners. What are they going to do here? Takes his time. Oh, he plays it short. Oregano, little dink. Matchday with another goal, and the centre-back has scored twice here in two games, the opening two games of the season, and it is Fuma United 2, Pass and Move 1. That's a lovely, well-worked team play corner, and a lot of people could learn from that. Ice in the midfield, seeing if they can make a difference here. Jambo plays it down the line. Coach Ali D intercepts. Where's Mark? Does good work there. Shrugs him off. Gets the ball back. Pulls it back. Jambo. Right-footed. Good save by the keeper. Pass and Move really pushing to get back into this game. But it's Fuma United 2 and Pass and Move 1 here in this second game of round 1 fixtures. Perez looking to go backwards, which he does. Mistra. 2 goals in the opening 2 games of the season for the centre-back. Mark nearly intercepts that. Comes out to Coach Ali D. Plays it. And reckless from Where's Mark, who's on a yellow. There's about 60 minutes gone here. And Where's Mark has been sent off with 30 minutes to go in this game. If I was his manager, I'd be very, very disappointed, because he didn't have to make that challenge. And they would still have 10 men. Jose Oregano! And that's what happens. The 10 men of Pass and Move are now down 3-1, and I can tell you that it will be very, very disappointing for Dotman to lose the opening 2 games of the season. And Fumi United, of course, finished second last season, and they've started this season very well with 2 wins out of 2. Let's head back to the studio. So 2 great games there between Pass and Move and Fumi United. It has to be said, Fumi United will be delighted to take 6 points in their first 2 games of the season. Pass and Move, on the other hand, looked to be slightly unlucky, and Where's Mark getting sent off late into the second game certainly didn't help their chances in that one. I'm sure the manager will be very disappointed in him. We're going to go to our next match, and it is 2 teams that are always up near the top of the table, Suicide Squad against Fu Magical. Let's see how it went. It's Tatay down the line. Fu Magical here against Suicide Squad. 2 teams famously doing well, and it's Suicide Squad here on the attack. Caesarium takes the ball, just holds off Lecho there. Good play there by Caesar. Paco, Fresh Like Me, right footed top corner. Wonderful finish there by Fresh Like Me. Right footed, goes to the byline and plays some air guitar, and I don't blame him, fully deserved, because that was a wonderful finish. It was good work by Caesar to start it off, and before you know it, right footed top corner, lovely goal. Fresh Like Me. It's Suicide Squad 1, Fu Magical 0. Burrows, ADG, what's he going to do? Oh, he's mugged him off. Great skill there. ADG, little cross, Kiri! What a header, what a goal. And ADG has done himself, his family, and his forefathers and ancestors proud, because that little bit of skill at the start to beat his man, you don't see that very often. But as you can see, he's gone right past the right back there and put in a left-footed cross, and Kiri has connected with that. And it is 1-1. Fu Magical 1, Suicide Squad 1. Long ball there from the keeper. Passes it back. Oh my word, what a mistake there. The keeper's hit it straight at Damien Conan, who scored 20 plus goals last season. He isn't going to miss that there, but I don't know how much he knew what was happening. The ball has just hit him off the chest. And it is Fu Magical 2, Suicide Squad 1, and that's how it's finished. And no matter how that goal came, Damien will be delighted, Fu Magical will be delighted, and that's 3 points in the bank between these 2 top 4 teams. The next game should be interesting. Suicide Squad, not used to losing many, but they lost the first game of the season. Ruzov. Oh, Oogie Boogie, edge of the area. Players bouncing off him. Oogie Boogie, Oogie Boogie, Woogie Doogie. Beautiful stuff. Right-footed bottom corner, and Oogie Boogie has got Suicide Squad off to a great start here. And that's all she wrote in this second game here for Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad 1, Fu Magical 0. And that goal was enough to take the points home for Suicide Squad, who avenge their first day loss to Fu Magical. 3 points apiece over the balance of play, probably about right. And both teams, I'm sure, will be happy with taking 3 points from the first 2 games. Back to you at the studio, guys. So 2 great games there with Fu Magical and Suicide Squad, and they share the spoils with 1 win apiece. I'm sure both managers will be delighted to take a win from the other. Next up, we have the Italian derby. PES Tiamo taking on Division 1 newcomers PMG. Should be a cracking couple of games. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Italian derby. Should be some great games here. PES Tiamo are always doing well in the league. PMG, newly promoted last season. Let's see how they get on. Evil Kane floats one in, Black Roff, and PMG have taken the lead in what could be classed as a little bit of a surprise against Division 1 mainstays PES Tiamo. But PMG won, PES Tiamo 0. It's a good ball from Evil Kane, floated across, and a lovely header. You don't always see that, but he's rose above the centre back, and it's PMG 1, PES Tiamo 0. Let's see if PES Tiamo can respond here. Narcola plays it back. Earson Offra, you can't give him the space there. Earson Offra cuts back. Pablo! Lovely goal there. Isanofra could have been greedy, but he didn't. He passed it across, and Pavolino gets the goal. It's PES Tiamo 1, PMG 1, and this has been an exciting game with 2 goals already early in the game. And Isanofra there, I would like to think that everyone would do that, but most people would just shoot from the acute angle. But Isanofra had the presence of mind to pass it across. Good goal. Johnny be good. Johnny be good. Johnny be very good, taking his time, very composed. Fade to black. Float swarm. Black rebuff. That's his second header of the game. And his PMG's taken another surprise lead here against PES Tiamo. And this Italian derby is very fiery today. And we're seeing some good goals here. Good game so far. Let's see if PES Tiamo can respond. Corner. Eagle Kane. Tries the overhead kick. Biancione! Go, 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 golazo! Beautiful finish by Biancione. The keeper didn't even move 30 yards out. Right foot finish, top corner. Oh my word, that's a wonderful goal. PES Tiamo 3-1 down. They need to do something. Corner, hits the post, goes in there from the rebound, and PES Tiamo looks like a mere consolation goal there. And it's Cannavaro by the looks of it who's got it. So it's PMG 3, PES Tiamo 2, but they've left it late. It was a good header, comes off the post. Player gets back onto it, and it is PES Tiamo 2, PMG 3. Let's see, 87 minutes gone. Malibu, named after a coconut beverage, floats one in, and I think it was Isanofra has got it off his little afro-y head. He touches his hair like he should do as well. Lovely conditioned afro there. He's really enjoying it, and with hair like that, why wouldn't you enjoy it? It was a wonderful cross, great header, 87 minutes, equaliser in the Italian derby. Both teams now looking like they're probably going to try and win this with 3 minutes left to go of normal time. Gruppo hits it long, hits it very long. Here's an offer. Header Malibu, he's through, he shoots, top corner. Oh my God, oh my word, PES Tiamo. 93rd minute of this Italian derby, and it all comes from a long ball. The headed knockdown by Isanofra, great presence, and then Malibu. I'll be having a double tonight. It finishes PES Tiamo 4, PMG 3 here in the Italian derby. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Italian football at its absolute finest. Reminds me of Channel 4 back in the 90s. So we're going to go on to game 2 now. Black rebuff, passes it back, and there's a through ball here. Isanofra chasing. Had a great game in the first game. Isanofra, a very well regarded Italian international, plays it through Lupo. Cut back Malibu, and he misses it. We didn't quite get to see how badly he missed it. That was editing there. Checo, Malibu. No. Oh, yeah. No, he's got it back. Checo. And Isanofra, the man of the moment, the man, the myth, the legend, the hair. He's got his head onto it again. The big striker is doing wonders for his team here. He's a danger all over the park. Left foot, right foot, thunder, lightning, head, backwards, forwards. He can do it all. And he's done it all here. PES Tiamo 1, PMG 0. PES Tiamo still riding high from the 93rd minute winner in the first game, and now they're 1-0 up in the second game. Here's Isanofra, fake shots. Ooh, good block there. Oh, but Malibu nearly gets on the end of it, and Isanofra has really hit that ball, and I wouldn't be surprised if the player was concussed after taking that ball right in the face. Isanofra to Gruppo. Ribuzza clears. Lupo. Left-footed, goes deep. Gruppo! Gruppo! With his bold head. And my word, he's got on the end of it here. He'll be happy to score in the Italian derby. 4 players went for the header, none of them got it, and it was Gruppo at the far post who managed to get the goal, and it's PES Tiamo 2, PMG 0, and they've got a long way to come back here, PMG, but PES Tiamo did it last week, and Malibu, nice shot there, and the keeper just manages to save it. Here we are, Da Vinci, Vichev, left-footed just wide, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote. PMG 0, PES Tiamo 2, and that's 6 points for PES Tiamo. Back to the studio. So wonderful 2 games in Italy there, and PES Tiamo will be delighted to take 6 points from those 2 games, rightfully so as well. In the first game, PMG were up 3-1 with 10 minutes to go. There'll be questions asked in the dressing room of how they managed to let slip a 2-goal lead with 10 minutes to go. The second game looked comfortable for PES Tiamo, and they'll be delighted to take their season off in the right manner with 6 points from the first 2 games. Next up, we have last season's champions, WAP Phoenix, taking on PES Spain. Should be a good couple of games here. Let's see if PES Spain can upset the bookmakers and upset WAP Phoenix. Over to the commentary. So here we are with the champions, WAP Phoenix taking on PES Spain. Their first game of the season. Oldie boy plays it wide. Steph, great through ball. Mad. What's he going to do? Hits it low, hits it hard, hits it true, all the way through. Mad starts this season how he ended last season. Wonderful form there from the striker. Had scored a great amount of goals last season, and of course was in team of the season last season as well. And this is why the through ball's there, but he still had a lot to do. But he took his time, he was composed, and he's hit it very well indeed, and it's WAP Phoenix 1, PES Spain 0. Corner, Coco with the corner. Very strong at corners, WAP Phoenix. Floated in, Light PES going for it, but it comes out to Marco. Hits it to the defender. Saltio trying to clear it. Marco! Left-footed top corner! The left back new to the team, and he has scored on his full debut here. Marco 4-3-3 makes it 2, and it's WAP Phoenix 2, PES Spain 0, and that's how game 1 finished. On to game 2. WAP Phoenix in the yellow here. Steph plays it down the line to Oldie. One touch pass inside, Mad to Gusney. New signing, same WAP. Always winning, relentless machine as they march forward. And that's a good goal there from Gus. He's a new player for the team, but he's not new to 11v11. He's been around the scene a long time, and that's why he exudes quality coming out of every pore on his body. Free kick here to WAP Phoenix. 1-0 up. What can they do? Coco left-footed steps up. I can see what he's thinking. No, changed his mind, giving it to Mad. Last season's top goal scorer for WAP. Hits it. Deflected goal. Oh, that's unlucky there by PES Spain. It's a deflected free kick goal, and it's trickled into the net, really. And the keeper could do nothing about that. So it's WAP Phoenix 2, PES Spain 0. And that's how it ended. Back to the studio. So WAP Phoenix continuing where they left off last season with 2-0 wins over newly promoted PES Spain. WAP will rightly be the favourites this season, but it won't be easy. Fumi United and PES Tiamo both won both of their opening games this season. To talk about WAP Phoenix and last season's championship win, let's go and hear from the manager, Rick. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As promised, I have for you last season's manager of the season, captain of WAP Phoenix, the league winners. Hello, Rick.
Good evening, Rambo. Hello.
Firstly, I would like to apologise for always digging you out on the streams.
Oh, I can take it. I can take it. It's okay. And it's always good to be criticized so you can improve yourself again. So I have no problems with that.
Yeah, hopefully people realise that we do know each other a long time, and a lot of it is just banter. Firstly, we'd like to say congratulations. Last season was an amazing season for yourself and for WAP as well. You started the season pretty badly. You kind of, the first 6 games, you wasn't on top form. What was the turning point then? How did you turn it around?
I think that is our main quality also. I think we just stick to our plan. I mean, when the season started, we all stepped into a new game, a new version of the game, even if it's just an update. I do believe the game has changed, which you can also see in the 11 versus 11 mode. Um, we try to play our football the way we believe is enjoyable, and we hope to make it effective also, which isn't always the case, of course. Um, this explains a bit the rough start. I mean, we had to really practice to get our flow going again, and we picked that up after three rounds, basically 3 match days, because indeed the first 3 fixtures we had problems. We won a few, but we also lost more than we wanted. Against direct opponents as well. We lost against Suicide Squad. We lost twice against Full Magical. But after that, we started picking up our pace, and we put in a nice winning streak.
Yeah, it's important when you go onto a winning streak as well. It builds confidence and obviously harmony within the squad. The more you win, the more confident you get. Just want to
Yeah,
talk again. Last season, you did actually have 4 players in team of the season last year. Obviously, they all had a massive input. So, Big Boss Renton, Mad, and Lightpets. Who do you think was the
yeah.
most important players for you last season?
I find that hard to tell. It's gonna sound really cliche as a captain, but I think everyone is important in the team. Of course, individual glory is something players always seek. Then again, it is my job to stop them from making that their priority, I would say, and let the team function. So obviously, the 4 you mentioned, Light Pass, Big Boss, Renton, and Matt had a fantastic season, but I do not think it was possible without the help of the other players in the team.
Okay, good shout. So, new signings. You're coming into this new season. Obviously, you wanted to freshen things up, and you made 3 signings: Marco 433, Gus, and Tedesque. How are they fitting in, and why did you sign them?
Gus, I was eyeing on for like 2 seasons already because I've seen Gus in the mixed rooms. I've seen Gus in the games versus Fuma United. Um, I think Gus just generally really suits our play. Gus likes to play the way we play, but also has the individual ability to beat his man, to score goals, and to assist. But mainly, I recruited him not just for the goals and assists, but mainly just for the link up play, really, because I'm looking at the total picture when I try to recruit someone and see if he really fits with the team. So Gus for me was a direct signing, which without a doubt would always start for us immediately because he's got that much quality. On the other hand, because of some changes, because we signed a few, but we also lost some players, of course. We lost Yanis, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
He made a transfer to Yogo Bonito. Um, he had a bigger chance of play time there. Obviously, it was amazing for us during the season. He scored a lot of goals, had a lot of assists. But sometimes changes in the team need to happen, and in this case, it was basically Gus for Yanis in this case. Um, and we signed also Marco 433 from Full Magical, indeed. We were looking for an extra defender because midway the season, Shawnee left us, who also now captains Yogo Bonito, the new team in Division 2. So I needed a replacement for that. And Marco is a very good center back, which he always played for Full Magical, but Marco is also a great left back. So for me, that gives options when players are absent or are unable to play. I can play Marco in different positions, and he also really suits our play. He plays really sober. His short passing game is amazing, and he's Italian. So about the defending, then you usually can never complain.
Yeah, it's always
Um,
good to have an Italian at the back.
yeah, and now we have two, of course, with light pass. So and something maybe people don't know. We also picked up the desk. He was playing in the scouting event. Gus Knipe and the other admins organized on the Friday. I already was a little bit in contact with him through the Dutch team. the Dutch mixed team with the Belgians. We're trying to set up that team now. He was part of that Discord. So one day I asked him, do you want to play right back for us? He said yes. He played great that evening. He's fairly new to manual. He only started playing for 3 months, if I'm correct. But I could already see that he has the positional awareness. He's looking for the right passes for our game. So I also added him to the team basically. And that's also because we lost Trenny, who also went to Yogo Bonito. So I'm not sure if we become their feeder club now or the other way around. I'm not sure about that. But they made 3 signings from us, so we had to replace them. And I think we did well replacing them. But at the same time, we also lost some great players there.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think you did some big replacements. We'll talk briefly about Jogo Bonito since they've come up so much in the conversation. They're kind of known as the Harlem Globetrotters type, Real Madrid type-esque thing going on here. They seem to have started and straight away signed a lot of big, well-known players. Obviously, bitter rivals is there as well, Neela and Sean. How do you see them getting on this season?
I think they will do well, but I think they will at the start face the same troubles we used to have. When I started captaincy, it wasn't easy. Our results weren't always great, but we were all at the same page back then to play a certain style of football, which we enjoy watching on the television, but which we also enjoy performing in the video game, PES in this case. But this does not always mean that it's very effective from the start. So it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of beatdowns you will receive, and you will get punished by counters, and you will miss certain opportunities because you're looking for the 100% chance instead of the gamble cross or the gamble long shot. And I think they will face the same difficulties at the start. So they will have a lot of possession. They will sometimes not create enough though, because the possession will be on their own half just to practice the game they want to play. And I believe, and I might be incorrect, but my belief is that is the reason they started their team to play a certain way they all enjoy and they all can identify with. But it takes work, and it just doesn't happen overnight. So I think they will be good, but it will take some time for them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they get on this season. For yourself and back to WAP Phoenix, what's your expectations for this season? How do you see it going?
Obviously, my hope is that we can defend our title again and successfully, so that we win the title in the D1 division again. At the same time, I also realized that we were lucky in some cases last season in some games with last-minute goals. On the other hand, we also conceded them in last minute. And we can't just rule out the competition here. So there are so many good teams, organized teams, who all play different styles of football. And that makes it almost every game, again, very cliche, but almost every game becomes a challenge because every opponent has certain abilities, the way they approach the game, especially versus us, I feel. So it's up to us to do the job, but I feel confident that we can repeat last season. And as a personal goal and as a team goal, I've said that I want to be champion sooner and not on the last match day. So that's the challenge for us this season.
Yeah, of course. Last season, there was a little bit of squeaky bum going into the final day. You did look favourites going into the last day, but like you say, you did leave it to the last day. It would be better, obviously, for yourselves if that wasn't the case this season. And finally, Rick, thanks for coming on. Just like to say that first. Who do you think your biggest rivals are going to be this season? Where do you see the biggest challenge coming from?
I mean, if you look at the past seasons, obviously you would always mention Fuma United. In the last 2 seasons, they've beaten us every game. So we played 4 games against each other, and they won every game. And they also do very well against other opponents. They're one of the teams which are really consistent in their performance. So not just 1 week good and the other week terrible. No, they're really consistent. So they will be up there again. I think Suicide Squad had a difficult season last season, result-wise, but yeah, Captain Jack, their captain, will always create a team which will fight for the top places. Pass and Move had a great start of the season in D1, and they're really motivated to do well. They want to win every game. They have the ambition to become champion. So they will try everything in their power to do well. And yeah, then you have 2 other teams which I think will do well also, like Full Magical last season. Fantastic, really difficult team to play against. They concede a lot, but they also score a lot. So their games are quite frantic, but they seem to be on the right end of the score sheet at the end. And Pestiamo, I expect a big revival from them. Their season wasn't the best last season, but they're Italian and they always come back. I think they have a strong core, the same players usually. And they will, yeah, also be up there, I would say.
They are looking like a strong team this season. We're just about to show the highlights of your first 2 games of the season as well, Rick. Before we do that, can you just tell us how they went? Just go through them.
Well, I was unable to play myself, so I'm pretty happy with the result that way. What I'm most happy about is the control we had in the game. I think it's important for us to always keep a clean sheet. To try and reach that goal, because I think we have the ability to score every game. In this case, we won both games 2-0, which I'm obviously very happy with. That's a great start, 6 points right off the bat. But mainly I look at, okay, can we keep those clean sheets, which was a major strength of us last season and the classic season before as well, that you weren't able to score easily against us, which meant that when we scored, yeah, it was going to be a battle to come back in the game for the opponent, and that is something we are really looking at, how to keep the goals against to a minimum. So that is what I'm most satisfied with from those first 2 games.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, Rick, thank you very much. Good luck with the upcoming
You're welcome.
season.
Thank
And yeah, we will hopefully get a chance to speak to you again, maybe halfway through the season. We'll see how results are going. Thanks for coming on.
Of course. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
That was Rick, the manager of successful franchise WAP, the last season's champions, hoping to do it again. Thanks for watching, everybody. Also in news this week, Pel FM did beat We United 5-1 in one of the other games. We'll be back again next Sunday, the same time and the same place. Stay with us, and thanks for watching.